What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Zcash, ZEC, USD. It is the 22nd day of August, and here we are at $842, man. Crazy, crazy. 865 at the high, 842 right now. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here, and let's get into it. We are going to focus on the short-term stuff because whenever you see exciting things like this, I think it's important to monitor the short-term stuff in case there's any turbulence coming our way, potential pops coming our way to the upside, whatever the case may be. I think we've seen a nice pop here. Volumes come in. It's good enough in my opinion, but we really could be finding resistance right here just above this area. And I did talk about that yesterday. I actually talked about exactly this scenario where whenever we were here, we would either find resistance right here and kind of consolidate and then move up, or we'd move up and then consolidate just above and then continue to move higher. Overall, I want to be very clear here, $842. I believe Zcash is on a path that's going to take it above $1,000, maybe even a multi-$1,000 price, potentially by the end of this year. Certainly above $1,000. I don't know about multi-thousand, but it could see that by the end of the year. I think a multi-$1,000 price will be reserved for next year, 2027, but I digress. $1,086, $1,758. That is the primary target zone right here. This is what we're focused on, and I think that you will see that happen. I'm personally in the camp of belief that we will not stop at 1,086. Maybe do momentarily, but ultimately you push above 1,300, something between $1,300 and $1,800 right there. A lot of cryptos have pushed through their golden ratios and gone right up to their 1,886, 200 levels, and that would be about $2,500 to $3,000. That would be crazy, but it could happen. You saw impressive movement coming into this consolidation zone. Maybe you see a reciprocated move that takes you all the way up there, but again, we're getting way ahead of ourselves. I want to focus on this range here, okay? That's ultimately where I think we're going to go. First, I wouldn't be surprised if we consolidated here for a couple of weeks, maybe even a couple of months. Who knows how long it'll be, but we're going to consolidate here for a little while and then move up, okay? It could be the end of September. It could be sometime in October before we actually see prices above $1,000, and we're so close right now, but that's my perspective, okay? We look at the 1 hour time frame, and you are trying to move up right now. You're seeing some fierce movement, man. It looks great, but the volume isn't really there. It's starting to die off. You're hesitating. Maybe you're hesitating and you're about to pop. Maybe I'm about to be wrong, and that's fine. By the way, to everybody who's trying to give me crap about this, it's like, yeah, I was bearish on Zcash down here. I was also bearish here, and we were right? I was bearish here. I flipped bullish at 560, 565. We were literally bearish, literally at the top. I remember making the video at 580. So even if we were bearish at the top and then bullish here, boo-hoo, we didn't get to buy there, but you technically did buy at a slight deficit. You caught most of this move. Even though I thought we were going to go lower, even though I thought Zcash should go below $100 and made all those bearish calls and all that stuff, we still handled this like a freaking boss, man. I say I handled this like a champ, man. We literally, tooting my own horn, buttering my own bread, flipped bullish right at the right time. Like literally right at the right time. Right before these massive days happen. So if you're trying to give me crap about it, I don't know what you're talking about, man. We're making money with Zcash over here. But anyways, 1 hour time frame. Bearish divergence on the RSI. Lower highs here. High here. Higher high there. Right? Lower volume. Makes sense to me that we probably come down. Yeah, there was a massive sell-off there. A lot of volume came in. I don't really like the volume here. The attempt is nice, but it's weaker than what we had over here, so I think we might come down. Stochastics overbought, come down. MACD is really high, and its oscillators come back down to zero, regulate a little bit. 4 hour time frame here. Bearish divergence right there. Stochastics have been overbought for a while. MACD has bearish divergence. There's all signs of readiness, and again, the volume is really what speaks to me the most. You look at the daily time frame, and it's glorious. It's glorious, but you are in the 90s on your RSI. You've been overbought for a little while, and the MACD has seen its move. You've got the highest reading on your histogram, I think, that you've ever seen in this chart's history. So doesn't mean that you have to stop here, but maybe a little bit, just a little bit. And again, what I'm thinking is going to happen here is you're just going to rest on top of this prior resistance zone. So you're at 840. You could go below $700, but you probably don't go too far below there. I think the lowest that you'll go would be what is this closing high? 662. That's probably the lowest you go to is 662. Low here to a high here. It's like right around the 382. Maybe this low would be better. Yeah, that makes more sense. That makes more sense right there. So 662, 750, 740, let's say, somewhere in that range. So about $100 or more to the downside, I would expect that you go there. And again, you're probably not just going to hit the zone and then continue to rally. You'll probably consolidate. You'll probably see some shaking out, some flag formation forming, and then whenever it's, you know, October, end of September, that'll be when I think you're going to rally, and that'll be when you see $1,000 or more in price. Probably something below 2K though. Again, 1,100 to 1,800. That's the prediction, but closer to 1,300 to 1,800. I don't really have anything else that I want to say. You're getting overbought in the weekly. Last time you rejected. This time I don't think it's going to happen. Stochastics look good. The weekly indicators all suggest that there's more to go, but the short-term stuff suggests maybe a little bit of chilling out, and then we can roll with it a little bit more. Okay. Do not FOMO here. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor. I think if you're patient, if you wait, if you miss this move, then you are more than able to buy at a healthy discount from here. Again, around $740 to $660. Hit that like button, subscribe. Thank you all. Take care. I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.